What's up? Kayce Gorman in the house, the bodybuilding show brought to you by ProSubs. Excited to bring you a very special episode today. We're going to do some training. She's going to show us her favorite back exercise. We're going to talk about, being the overall champ. We're going to talk about placing third at the USA's, the when, the how, when, what's next. Kayce Gorman,
hello.
National level girl in the house. Thank you for coming down to the Mecca.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I've heard your name for years, and it's kind of funny that we've done these two shows, and a little conversation before the interview, it turns out that you remember meeting me for the first time, or not meeting me, but so what happened?
He made an impression. It was 2009, July, and here in Arizona, and I remembered him because he was depleted, he was getting ready to do bodybuilding, and he cut the front of the line at registration, and everybody
I don't even remember cutting it. I remember, I thought it was
and I was just standing there, I was alone, I was like, I don't know, and he just was like, hey, whatever, I'm a bodybuilder. He said something like that. I remember.
Whatever it was, I thought I waited in the wrong line and they waved me up or something, and Miles complimented me that I had nice hair.
Waved him out there.
But then later on in November, we both did the Western Regional.
Yeah.
So cool. And then
Small world.
And then what happened after that? So what happened to your competition history after that?
Well, I was building a business. I was becoming a trainer, kind of transitioning, just trying to work, adjust my life, with stress and everything.
So before you didn't do personal training before your first show?
No, I was in nursing school, and
wow.
I didn't like it. I've always liked fitness and figure and just fitness in general. So I kind of switched gears, and then I actually started Independence Gym as an independent contractor and started Figure Fit Miss, which is my company. And then
Figure Fit Miss on IG too, right?
Yes, Fit Miss MISS.
Yes.
So after I got that going for a couple of years, I started competing again. So then I went to USA's and actually watched it. My boyfriend Doug, who's a trainer, had some clients in the show, and then I just kind of got a fire, a fire to do it. It was my birthday, and I was like, I turned 27 last year, 28 this year, and I don't want to talk about it. And I just was like, I looked at Doug and I was like, I want you to write me a diet, I want to compete again, and then I did Border States.
And you're the Border States overall figure champion, guys.
2013.
Prestigious show. And
it was awesome.
You
Best
walked away.
feeling.
Best feeling. Let's talk about the best feelings. That was the best feeling when I won the overall.
Yeah.
Really in my life. So how about you?
I agree. I mean, like I said, I haven't ever been married or had a kid or anything like that, but for me, it's a very emotional feeling when you have put 110% into your prep and you've given your heart and soul to it. It's just crazy when it happens. I get the chills when I talk about it.
Yeah, no, you do. She actually has the chills.
It's crazy. So I just, took that feeling, and every time I had those moments where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, why am I doing this? And when I prepped for USA's for 17 weeks straight through, trained for a full year, I took 1 week off lifting between August of last year and up until...
Really?
Yeah, 1 week.
That's believable because you're seriously jacked.
Thanks. I just ate a whole bag of fruit snacks.
I was just telling her before the interview. She's like, oh, you might be leaning to me. I'm like, I am. But now I'm like looking at her closely. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
When you still have like your bicep thing, you still got it going on a little bit.
No, you're ripped. But yeah, but keep talking.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So I pretty much just took that feeling, and during my prep, I was pretty much like, if I feel this way at an amateur level, I can't imagine what it feels like at a national pro level your first time to have a feeling like that.
Yeah, and I asked her what felt better, and she said winning the overall felt better. And for me, I have won the overall, so I don't know what it'd be like to place third at the USA's, but I think that's a huge big deal. And I just want to get the record straight. And she didn't place third; she actually placed 2 points away from second. So
Thank you.
Just a little factoid for you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, well, let's rewind to how you got into this crazy sport of competitive figure.
Well, I mean, I've always been really athletic in high school. I did gymnastics, I did dance, I did track, tried basketball. Too short for that, obviously. But I just had a lot of positive feedback in the industry when I was coming out of high school and college, and a couple of my trainers
Well, but let me ask you this. So you did gymnastics and you did, you weren't a cheerleader.
No, I was a pommy.
It was a pommy. But you obviously you had when people come up to you and said, hey, you have this physique. Did you do any weight training up to that point, or was that pretty much purely from sports?
No, I've been lifting. My first gym was actually in Scottsdale Club Star. It was like I started at 14 years old. I'd make my mom take me to the gym like every week, and literally since I was 14. So
how did you come to do that? I mean, well, I know that you got out of gymnastics because you landed on your neck.
Yeah, my mom was like, you can kill yourself when you're 18.
Yeah.
But
I mean, normally as a 14-year-old girl.
I was obsessed, honestly.
Well, who was it that inspired you to like, I want to look that
originally?
Yeah.
Denise Austin.
Denise Austin. I don't know who that is.
What? She was the lady who has all the VHS back in the day. The videos where she'd be like laying on the beach doing crunches and like.
I have to probably know who that is.
I used to steal my mom's tapes and I was like obsessed. And I had a thing for like fitness. I remember at 6 driving and my mom had veins in her hands. I swear. And I was like, Mom, how do you get those?
Yeah.
She's like, you stay hydrated. So I've always had a weird like just obsession or passion for like fitness and muscles and like.
I had the same thing growing up. My dad at the dinner table, he used to always wear long sleeve shirts, and he was a big guy. I remember him flexing his bicep and then ripping the shirt with his bicep, and it just made a big impression on me, at a young age, and then seeing the movie Rocky and stuff like that. But, at a young age, so.
So it's been in my
blood. There's no doubt that you look the way you do. It's no accident. Excellence does not happen by accident.
No, I mean, I do have some German and Russian in my blood, so I know I have like some of the genetics play a role, but you definitely have to work for it. It's not like I just came out this way.
Well, speaking of working for it, for me, I think eating the food is much, much more difficult than it is just to come in and train. I think that's really fun for me. I love training, but eating all that food, I hate it. I wanted to add the F word to that. I hate it so effing much.
I was always hungry, starving.
Maybe I hate her. I don't know.
I mean, I ate a lot, but my metabolism, and especially with work, literally from 4:30 in the morning until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, it was go, go, go. And for me, taking a nap was not a good thing. I would do it for 15, 20 minutes if I had to, but the minute I lay down, it was better for me just to fly through the day. And then I slept soundly for 8 hours every night. So
it's like the perfect contest prep if I could write.
Hard. It was hard, but Doug would be like, why don't you just sit down at the house? I'm like, I'm gonna make a garden. I'm gonna paint a wine glass. I was always doing stuff because it just kept my mind occupied and it kept me just kind of staying busy during my prep when I had spare time. People would be like, do you want to go to yoga? I'm like, no. Contact me in 15 weeks. So.
One focus, one project.
Yeah.
See it all the way till the end. Yeah.
Still try to treat everyone good and keep a smile on your face. Remember, it's all a choice.
Doug, was she good in her contest prep? Was she good to you? Was she nice? 90% good.
I always apologized, and I would make you dinner, and I would give cards and be like, hi.
That's cute. Well, I don't know. I know Roman, his wife, Dawn Fernandez.
Yeah.
You guys kind of look like sisters.
Yeah, I know Dawn. I've known her since back in the day.
And then you two, but I can't, I don't have that dynamic with my wife, but we talked about that. So how does that's very rare to see, a couple where you would actually listen to him.
Right.
How does that work? Or is he just that good? Maybe I should be training with Doug.
So, I think we're a good balance. I'm type A, full throttle. He's pretty mellow, just kind of I think being a coach too, what I preach to my clients, or sometimes what we preach to someone else, we don't do with ourselves.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of that, and I've become a lot less stubborn and more accepting, as you grow as a coach and a person.
Yeah.
And so sometimes he put things into perspective, and I'd be like, all right about it. But
right.
And anytime I had a moment, usually he would just look at me and I'd be like, I'm just gonna step away for a minute. And I would always come back and apologize if I had to or whatever. But it just works. I mean, he's a bodybuilder.
Hey Doug, did you ever tell her, apology's not gonna work this time?
No, I told her at the beginning. I told her at the same time.
That's great. And you have that support system. That's why you have a coach. And I commend the both of you for being able to,
Yeah.
put that aside and focusing on your goal.
Well, and I mean, towards the middle of my prep, I was like, listen, like he was busy, I was busy, and Robert Farrow over at Gold Gilbert.
What's up, Rob?
Hi, Rob. Miss you. He kind of helped me, stepped in. Doug had suggested, because we trained over there, so we would go back and forth, and he helps me a couple days a week, my strength, and keeping my mind right, kind of being the third party, like, you're not going to bring a negative attitude if you're tired, embrace it if you're hungry, embrace it, embrace the whole process. Not everybody can do this. I connected with him like that, because I'm a lot like that too, just with my clients, and, he'd be like, be nice to Doug. He'd be like, yes sir. He's like kind of a fatherly figure, so
That's
that
awesome.
helped a lot with everything, so shout out to him.
Good job, Rob. Yeah, he has a pretty good team.
Yeah.
These days,
Yeah.
So speaking of goals, I'm gonna just take a stab at your goal if you're competing at this level, national stage, is to be an IFBB pro. So having that said, do you have, a lot of people have a goal when they turn IFBB pro, whether they want to be Miss Olympia or they want to do, they want to get back to the sport, or do you have any kind of, grand plans, not if, when you get your IFBB pro
Yes,
card?
exactly. Manifestation. Yes. When I do get my card, of course, a goal would be to step on the Olympia stage. I mean, just like USA's, for my first show to step on the stage and place top 3 on my first national show, that's amazing. So, I mean, just like when you win an overall and do that, I couldn't imagine what it would feel like to get your pro card and make it to qualify for Olympia. So that would be one of the top goals as a pro.
Great answer. I hope the NPC judges, the USA panel is listening to that, because she's not just doing this for fun. This is her life, and she wants to get back to sport. She wants to compete. She wants to be on the Olympia stage. This is the kind of person that you want to give the card to. If I was a judge, I'd be voting for you, and you're right there.
Yeah, so
you're right there. Sometimes it's just a matter of them getting to know you. Now they've seen you, and you've done very well in the top 3. I don't know. I'm not your coach, but. Man, are you going to go back to the USA, or are you going to do something else? What's the plan?
There's something about USA's, and when I had that inkling last year, out of nowhere, start competing, and I had to qualify to go to USA's, and then I get the overall. It was meant to be, and everyone's like, oh, go to nationals this year and do that. I want to put my 100% heart and soul into my prep, and right now I'm like, okay, so junior nationals might be a good idea next year, and then step on USA stage again, and, if I have to. If not, either way, that, I want to take that year, take my time, get a little better, make a couple tweaks, and then maybe get a new suit.
Yeah.
It's time. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I think I'm going to do right now, or I know I'm going to do. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, good.
Now that I said it, I have to.
Right.
Just like when I did my interview
for
Border States.
We're
They
going
were
to
like,
hold
what
you
is
to it.
that?
So what else? I wanted to ask you, and I just was on the tip of my tongue, and I forgot.
I interrupted you.
No. You didn't. Sean, what were you going to ask, since I'm at a loss for words?
You've already asked everything that I was going to ask.
You did?
My favorite body parts workout?
We know that's going to be your back. We're going to do that. I guess we can go to that. But who do you want to thank? Does anybody want to throw a shout out to?
Oh my gosh. Everybody. I mean, honestly, of course, Doug Lang Fitness, my main man, Rob Farrow, my coaches, and my family, all of my friends, everybody in the industry, and social media, just my clients, everybody. That's the encouragement for me, and what inspires me is just that I'm inspiring others, and to see that, and see the change with my clients, or we were in Vegas at Protein House, and this random girl comes up to me and she's like, Kayce, I had no idea, and she was like, I follow you on social media, I'm a fan, it's so nice to meet you, I'm from Louisiana, you don't know me, but
awesome.
And I was like, what?
Wow.
So it was just that stuff right there is what makes this whole journey that much more rewarding.
Well, you do have, at least here, I know, because I live here, and your name comes up quite a bit. So today, when I met you for the first time, Kayce Gorman, I'm like, well, I've heard that name so many times.
That's so cool.
And we've done 2 shows together, a little bit
Yeah, I know, small world. So, that's really cool.
So you compete in the USA, is this 3 weeks ago tomorrow?
2.
It'll be 2 weeks? Okay, well, by the time you see some rebounding going on,
Right.
You're not letting that happen.
Well, everyone has a little bit of the natural rebound, but the food plays a role too. But I try to, just keep chasing it to keep up with the pace so that, you stay on top of doing some cardio, you still want to keep lifting, I'm taking a little break and eating what I want to, but at the same time, it's about maintaining a pretty consistent routine throughout the week. And then on the weekends, if I want to have a drink, if I want to go on a date, eat some gelato, whatever I want to eat, I do it. And then, as you keep going, it gets a little easier. You just have to stay on top of it and not stop. You can't stop. So, yeah.
Hashtag I can't stop. Hashtag I won't stop, right?
Exactly.
So you're a personal, how do people get a hold of you? Is it Facebook? Is it Kayce, that's Kayce Gorman? Is it just Kayce Gorman, just like that?
Yeah, well, Figure Fitness, my website, there's a...
Figurefitness.com?
Yep.
Find you on there?
Yeah, they can email me through there. Independence Gym, my cards are over there. So Facebook.
Just so we get the record straight, are you, let's say somebody came to you that just wanted to lose weight, someone that's not looking to do a show, are you well-rounded, or are you just a contest prep person?
No. The coaching is definitely passion and an itch for me.
Sure.
But
you do it yourself, so.
Right. So I take it to that extreme level, which helps with any client. But when it comes to my general clientele, that is what it is. It's just helping people lose weight, get ready for weddings, feel better about themselves. So it's awesome. And then they see, how extreme we take it, but we have a lot of fun, and everybody.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah.
I would love to be, full-time personal trainer.
I love it.
Doing the little bit that I do is so rewarding. So, you're living the dream. You're doing what you want to do. You're in nursing school, and you gave that up. So hats off to you for doing, following your dream, and you deserve everything that comes to you.
Thank you.
You really do. Well, I can't wait. Stay tuned. We're gonna cut to a couple back exercises. Wait to see this girl's back, one of her best body parts. Maybe it's her shoulders, maybe it's her quads, but we're going to look at the back today. She is a personal trainer, so I'm interested to see what she does to get the width. And so stay tuned, guys. We'll be in the gym here in just a minute. Thanks. Okay, here we are. Kayce Gorman, the champ, overall champ, third at the USA's here at the Mecca to show us some of her favorite back exercises. Looking forward to it. What do we got going today?
I'm going to demonstrate a wide grip lat pull down for my back. I like to do 4 sets usually. After my first set, I like to do a little stretching of your lats just when your muscles kind of warm. And I just really focus on...
So like this?
Yes. I usually like to take my hand and put it this way and lean into my lat.
Oh, that's even better.
Because you get all the way and kind of punch your back a little.
I'm learning from Kayce Gorman today. How much is this going to cost me?
$5.
$5.
Shall I get that pro card? We'll talk.
No, that really does. Having the arm like that really does hit that lat more.
So I'm just focusing on keeping your core tight, chest up, and trying to use your actual back muscles, not your forearms. If you want to go heavier, I like to use my Versa grips or straps to make sure you're not focusing too much on grip and more on the squeeze and the pull.
Squeezing your shoulder blades together.
And stretching your lats and everything. But if your hands are tired, your forearms are weaker, you can't really do that. So. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Show us how we do.
Great. So I try to keep it.
See, she's keeping her back nice and straight. I see a lot of people, they're leaning back and cheating, and she's just she's putting it all back. All back right here, right?
Yep.
And out here on the side.
Don't want to compensate too much.
Now, this is nice rhythm, so you're taking it nice and slow. You're totally feeling that muscle.
Yeah, I like to try to come down a little fast, stop and squeeze, and then do a 3-second tempo.
Trains like a pro.
It's taking practice.
Okay. All right, we're gonna cut to the next one. All right.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're literally back. And Kayce Gorman, I'm like, okay, what's another back exercise that you like? Close grip pull downs. Sean, what did I say yesterday when we did back?
Absolute all-time favorite exercise.
Oh my God, there we go.
Yep.
It's my favorite exercise.
I like the close grip pull down because it doesn't focus primarily just on your lats, but it works on your mid-trap and all the detail inside.
Yeah.
And it's a good stretch.
Rhomboids.
Yes.
And it's still good for width too.
Yes.
So good all round.
As long as you do full range motion,
And I like, again, she's keeping her back straight, people. She's not leaning back. She's doing the second hold and then a 3-second negative. That's exactly, that's textbook. Textbook, good job. I love it. All right, what's next?
We're back. I like bent over rows.
Bent over rows, good one. All right, let's get to that right there. Unbelievable. Our next favorite exercise is a bent over row. How many girls do this? I can't wait to see it. Kayce, what's so special about this?
Well, I like this because not only does it work the same muscles we were working over there, but you can also hit your rear delt a little bit, depending on how you angle your elbows, as well as your erector muscles in your back, and stabilizing your legs.
All right, show us how it's done. Good weight. The key to this, guys, as you can see, Kayce's back is perfectly straight. And she's basically pulling back with her elbows here to contract her entire back. Perfect form. Man, this girl works out like a pro. I want to learn something else. Can we do another one?
Sure,
All right.
let's do it.
What would you like to do?
I like to do straight arm pull down.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great
Bar.
one. Sean, do I like those?
No, you hate them.
I hate them. I know. I'm like, I can't feel it. I can never feel this exercise. And as much as I do it, I'm like, what is this supposed to train? Is this training my triceps? Good.
You really have to focus.
I am focused. I focus from post-ops, people. Okay? Don't tell me I'm not focused. I don't feel this.
I do feel.
I don't like this exercise.
I feel like a lot of it too, you have to make sure you're arching your back and really focusing on pushing your shoulders down when you come up and not having your hands too far apart. You're going to feel it in your triceps
So
a little
basically,
bit and leaning.
okay, lean forward.
Lean forward. So right now I feel the stretch in my lats. Then you push down, squeeze your shoulders back, and you go 3, 2, 1, right to where you feel it pull, push. So you're letting your lat come out, but if you stand up too straight and you're not leaning enough, you won't feel it in your lats.
I'm going to try.
It's really light.
Yeah, that is really
Light enough. So you need to lean a little bit.
like this.
Yep, head up, chest up. And then when you come down, you want to pull your shoulders back a little bit, and then
That's it.
keep your arms
So that's the
straight.
key to the exercise.
Pulling them
So
back.
when you do this, I finally can feel it. When you get here, you gotta make a conscious effort to pull your shoulders back. It's not this. This
No.
is what I was doing before.
And not letting your forearms do
What's so funny? I'm serious. I'm actually gonna try this exercise.
That'll be $10.
All right. Kayce Gorman, national level girl, overall champ, came down to the Mecca, taught me a few things. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. The Bodybuilding Show is brought to you by ProSups. Want to thank ProSups, My Oatmeal, 6-pack bags, Ride Now, Peter Jungle, and Swole Swag watches. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.